Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased technical analysis. If that sounds good to you, please guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. It would mean a lot, alright? So we're going to start this off as usual with the flow sentiment. For the SPY, I have it filtered for 500k premiums or above with expiration date within 1 month. Okay, so I just want to see where the big money is putting their money towards in the short term, because I am a day trader. So and as you can see, big money is still pretty bearish with 68% in the puts and 32% into calls. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's the flow sentiment. If we check some dark pools today, it's not a really big order. Usually I see the big orders like above billions of dollars in premium, but today the SPY did get $398.1 million in premium around that 395 level. So what I do, I just add these levels to my support and resistance levels. Okay, so the SPY did close above the 395 level today, which also it's where the 5-day moving average is on the daily chart. So definitely keep an eye on that and add it to your levels. Okay, I'm gonna move to my Discord where I give my members all my plans, strategies, trade ideas, commentaries to try to keep us on the right side of the market. Okay, so pretty much it was the bear case scenario that we dealt with. All right, I wrote here, since 397.5 was last week's breakdown level, possible it's back testing as resistant. Watch reaction there, as bears want to see a hot stove rejection. If you try shorting directly there, be sure to cut loss if 397.5 does recapture. Next support is at 395.5 to 396 zone, then 394. Okay, 394 is very critical based on the multi-year trend line, and I wrote more support levels here. And then I wrote the best time to look for puts is when a support fails. So pretty much I was only bullish if SPY was actually able to clear a resistance level, starting with that 396 level. Was never able to quite do it until the very end of the day. However, definitely look for puts when a support fails, starting with the 395.5 to 396 zone. And remember, Uncle Charles plays it level to level. Okay, so we're looking at the 15-minute chart here. I was able to get about 2 level to level trades this morning. We opened up taking out that 395.5 level. Okay, keep in mind, I saw that 397.5 level get back tested as a resistant in pre-market. So when I saw I was taking out this support level, I felt like that was a good setup. And you can see the long wick. All right, ooh, that's the RSI. So you can see the long wick on this candle. And I quickly took profits at 394 on the 395 breakdown. Took profit, left a runner. It went all the way back up. Found some buying pressure at the support level. This is why it's important to play level to level, because we don't truly know what's going to happen. So that's why I took profits at the 394, at the very next support level, because if I didn't, I probably would have lost some money when SPY was bouncing back up. However, it did backtest the 396 level as resistant. So it broke down here in pre-market, backtest as resistant. Okay, so I watched it. I'm like, huh, nice backtest and go setup right there. I saw it break down to 395.5 level, entered another put, and just like that, level to level around 394, I took profit, left a runner, and then later got stopped out. Okay, and then I didn't trade for the rest of the day because I wasn't quite feeling too well. Okay, but you can see at the end of the day, this light blue line here is the 394 level based on my multi-year trend line, very critical level. And SPY had a false breakdown to end the day. Okay, so something to keep in mind. False breakdowns are very bullish. Okay, and all day today the SPY was chopping between the 394 to 396 level. Possible we chop until FOMC, but we'll see. Okay, until then I'm still gonna play unbiasedly level to level. All right, guys, so we're looking at the daily chart here, and you can see that the SPY has an inside day candle setup. Before I talk about the inside day candle, I talked about this false breakout here on the weekend video from this my multi-month trend line, this yellow multi-month trend line. You can see here we had a false breakout, and then today the S&P 500 decided to follow through and hold that false breakdown. Okay, I would have been bullish if we could have recaptured this trend line. SPY did not. All right. However, it is basing right now. All right. It was able to hold above the 394 level, which is based on this multi-year trend line. That is definitely worth noting. If it does fail, though, I will look for puts, and I will favor we go down and back test this breakout level of the triangle pattern as a support. I will look for longs there, and if it fails, I'll cut loss and maybe switch to bearish because that's a false breakout if it does break down that level, okay? As long as 394 holds, though, there's a possible chance it goes back and tests that multi-month trend line as a resistance. Obviously, I would be very bullish if it clears that, and I would look for calls. Right now, that level is at 397.15. Okay, now let's talk about the inside day candle trade setup. As you can see here, if you guys don't know what an inside day candle trade setup is, it's when there is one candle that's trading within the range of the previous day's candle. So you see how this candle, today's candle, is trading within the range of yesterday's candle. This makes today's candle the child candle and yesterday's candle the mother candle. And the way we trade it is if we want to see the price break out of the range of the mother candle. So the mother candle's high is at 400.18, while the mother candle's low is at 392.75. So obviously the way you trade it is if it breaks the mother candle's high, you look for calls, play it up to the next level, and if it breaks the mother candle's low, you look for puts. All right. However, there's no guarantee because this is a pretty big move from 418 to 392.75. That's almost an $8 move. So we still want to use these support levels that we got based on our multi-month and multi-year trend line. Okay, so watch that level at 394.72. Mind you, my multi-year trend line slopes up. Okay, and it's very close to the 5-day moving average at 395.3. Okay, so but definitely watch the multi-year trend line at 394.72. And the next critical resistance is at 397.15. And in the middle of this chop, I will be watching the 395.5 level. Okay, so above 395.5 to 396, I'd favor we go test resistance of this yellow trend line. Below 395.5 to 396, I favor we go test the support of this multi-year trend line. Obviously, a breakout of this trend line or a breakdown of this trend line, I will follow the price action. Because if it breaks out, I'll look for calls. If it breaks down, I'll look for puts. Does that make sense, guys? This is what price action trading is all about. Unbiasedly, I'm not trying to make any predictions. Okay, guys? So that's what I have for SPY. This is the VIX. It broke down a critical level around 23.78, okay? But it is back within this declining channel that I got. So I need to see the VIX get above 23.78 for me to get bullish, okay? It lost that level. So if it continues down below 23, the next support is at 22.39 and then a critical one at 19.75. Just remember, a bullish VIX is a bearish SPY and a bearish VIX is usually a bullish SPY. Okay, guys? Triple Q here. So last week, on the 22nd of July, we had two false breakouts. I had a level at 304 and 302.3. Today, that level, 302.3-ish, 0.4-ish, got back tested as a resistant and then continued to push down. So I can't be bullish on Triple Q unless it can recapture some critical resistance levels, starting with 302.35 and then 304. As long as below, this is some bearish price action. Keep the back test and go strategy in mind, okay? If you don't know about that, definitely check out the video in the description below, okay? And as long as we are below 302.35, my next support is at 299.39, and below that is the breakout level of the triangle pattern that I have here, this baby blue line, okay? So the breakout level is at 296.75. I may look to long there, but keep in mind, if you try to long there direct, cut your loss at that level fails, because if it closed back within the triangle pattern, bears take back control, and that is a false breakout. Okay, got IWM here, also had a false breakout of that 180.78 level today, and back tested as a resistance, couldn't quite close above, so we got to watch that. To be bullish, IWM just simply needs to recapture that level, get back above 180.78 to put 185.6 in play based on this multi-month trend line. As long as below, I got the next support at 177 and then 174.46. Okay, guys, I need to get Dow Jones. Here's the Dow Jones. Inside day candle on the Dow Jones as well, guys. So keep that in mind. Very similar to how the SPY has the Mother Day candle. So does the Dow Jones. All right. So the high of the Mother Day candle is 322.2, while the low is 317.3. Watch out for the breakout or for the breakdown. Okay. Let's see. Tesla, very nice Tesla. So we also had a false breakout of my 38.2 retracement level. It is at 123.5 today. That level got back tested as a resistance and continued to push down. I am not bullish on Tesla unless it recaptures 123.5. RSI is still overbought, but it is trying to cool down a bit. Okay, watch that 791.73 level. If that fails, look for puts. 766.5 and then 746 is back in play. Okay, keep that in mind. Bullish if it recaptures 123.5. As long as below, I'm favoring 791.7. Apple, it back tested the breakout level today, guys. All right, we lost that 154.22 level last week. Back tested that level as a resistance, but it back tested the breakout level of this rising channel as a support. So tomorrow, Apple absolutely needs to stay above 153.10 minimum and clear 154.22 to be bullish, because if it's under 153, guys, that's very bearish, and it equates to a false breakout with 150, 148, then 145 back in play. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.